Hey everyone, it's Micah Fragrance back out again with another video. Today I have my top 5 summer colognes under $50. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to give you guys a solid list of fragrances that you can find at a bunch of rack stores. That's really where I got this inspiration from. It's getting warmer if you're in the States and in some other places obviously, but I'm in the States. It's finally getting warmer. You guys seem to enjoy I think it was my top 10 summer cologne video or my top 5 summer cologne videos. Now I'm bringing you guys another version of that with 5 fragrances you can find under 50 bucks. But yeah, so I have one honorable mention before we get into the actual list, and that is Davidoff's Cool Water EDT. It's nice, it's a classic, it's green, it's herbal, it smells nice. The opening smells like an Old Spice body wash. Not the best opening. When it dries down, it's green, it's pleasant, it's clean. I just didn't think it was good enough to make this list. And I mean, there are better options from this line for under, 30 bucks for a 3.4 ounce bottle. So try and pick up some of the flankers, but the EDT is still good. If you can get a big bottle for like 20 bucks, definitely get it. It's still good in 2024, but just not really what I was looking for with this list. So number 5, I have Hugo Boss Extreme. Now, this is, I guess I would say, one of Hugo Boss's hidden gems, and just a hidden gem for, as far as a powdery, fruity fragrance is. It opens up super fresh with green apple, and it has some powdery notes in the dry down. Obviously, the note breakdown will be up here. But this stuff is pleasant, it's clean, it's masculine, it's fresh. It's about $27. At least that's what I paid for it at my rack store for a 2.5 ounce bottle. It is an eau de parfum concentration, and it lasts on my skin about 8 hours. I go about 3 to 4 sprays. Lasts a long time. I get compliments with this. The first time I wore this to basketball practice, and I had 2 kids walk up to me and say I smell really good. So the compliment factor definitely is there. I say if you find this at your rack stores in that $30 range, definitely give it a shot. You more than likely will not be disappointed. One last look at that pretty nice looking bottle. So number 5 spot, Hugo Boss Extreme. My number 4 spot, a classic. Everyone knows and loves this fragrance, and it is Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue. I have the EDT. Now, a lot of people say you want to find the O Intense. To my nose, they smell exactly the same. I don't pick up on any, aquatics in the O Intense. So I say if you want to save some money, you can get a bigger bottle of the EDT, and if you're fine reapplying, just reapply. But to my nose, they pretty much smell, 90, 95% the same, which is why I say go with the EDT. It's also the one you can find cheap at discounters and cheap at rack stores. I paid $40 for this 2.5 ounce, but you can find 4.2 ounces for about 50 bucks at rack stores. And for about 50 bucks on a discounter, you can get a big 6.7 ounce of this. At least I believe you can for that price, but it's definitely good. It opens up super citrusy and clean, and it dries down to this citrus, musk, and wood combo. It's a very clean musk. And it's just super good. It's a classic. It lasts about anywhere from 4 to 6 hours, depending on the batch you get, depending on your skin chemistry. But the scent is still nice, masculine. Women like this. Everyone likes this. It's pretty mass appealing. I say it's still definitely relevant to be wearing, and just give it a shot. So that's why Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue EDT deserves a number 4 spot. Ooh, number 3, I have Montblanc Legend EDT. Cologne Abercrombie and Fitch's Fierce, what started the Legend line. Now, if you guys have ever smelled Fierce or Legend, starts off, pretty woody, citrusy, and fruity, and it has a hint of vanilla in the dry down. But yeah, like I said, you throw this stuff on, mass appealing, very versatile. You can wear this warmest days in the winter, warmest days in the winter, warmest days in the summer, coolest days in the winter. Never a bad time to wear this fragrance. I go about 4 to 5 sprays. I get about 6 to 7 hours of longevity. So this one won't wow you with its longevity or really anything. This fragrance doesn't stand out because it's been done so many times, and it's a copy of itself, or not a copy of itself. It's a copy of Fierce. So it's not even an original fragrance itself. It's still a great fragrance, though. You can find this about 30 bucks for a 3.4 ounce at your rack stores. I believe the prices may have moved up to 40, but when I was finding these at my rack stores, I could find them for about 30 bucks. I found a 6.7 ounce at my Ross just the other day. It was about, I think, $50 for the 6.7 ounce. But definitely pick this up. It's a great fragrance, decent longevity, and just smells nice and is super mass appealing. My number 2 spot is an Invictus type fragrance. Abercrombie and Fitch's First Instinct Together. It starts off super fresh and fruity, has some apple, has some citrusiness, and has some pineapple in the opening. And honestly, what this reminds me of is if Invictus had a nice, floral twist on the EDT. There's some floral notes in there, but it's a very sugary, sweet fragrance, just like the EDT of Invictus. Obviously, with that floral twist I'm talking about, it does not make this feminine at all. It's still a masculine cologne. And for a fresher cologne, it still gets good longevity, about 6 to 7 hours. I go about 5 sprays with this. It's super sweet. People do seem to like it. The bottle looks nice, and this stuff is $20 at your rack stores if you can pick it up. I've only seen this one time at rack stores, and that's when I grabbed it. Obviously, like I said, 3.4 ounce for 20 bucks. Can't go wrong with this. You want a nice substitute for Invictus. You don't want to get Montblanc Legend Spirit. Get this. I highly suggest it, and that's why it wins the number 2 spot. And drum roll, please. You guys know I love this fragrance, and I'm pretty much the voice of it. This is where I think this list might get a little bit controversial. And what I said by I might be the voice of it is that's what King Fragrance has been saying. He's been saying I'm the voice of this cologne, and that is Versace Blue Jeans. You guys know I love this fragrance. I don't think you can go wrong with it. Sure, does it smell a little synthetic? Yes. Does it smell like it's from the 90s? Yes. Is that going to stop me from wearing this? Absolutely not. Versace in the 90s released this amazing cologne. You can find it at your discounters, 2.5 ounce for about $20. Same with your rack stores. This is a just solid cologne in my opinion. It lasts about 7 hours, so it outlasts at least half of my collection. What's the scent like? A lot of people say, oh, it smells like my grandma's house. It smells like, my grandma's funeral or something like that. Well, I'm here to tell you it absolutely doesn't. It starts off, it is a synthetic scent. Keep that in mind. It has a nice rose in there that's pretty prominent. So it's floral, it's powdery, it's sweet, it has a hint of vanilla. It's a really complex breakdown from the 90s, as you guys can see from this breakdown. But I suggest at least try this fragrance. Let me know what you guys think about this right now in the comments below. Let me know, you guys have stayed this long in the video by telling me what you guys think of Versace Blue Jeans. But yeah, this is my number 1 spot. This is my go-to, I guess I would say my go-to summer fragrance other than Le Beau. But we know that that's not for under $50. But you can get Maison Alhambra's Glacier Bold, which is a clone of Le Beau Le Parfum. My friend got that. It smells pretty close, so I would recommend that. I believe it's about $35. But we're not talking about Glacier Bold right now. We're talking about Blue Jeans. It makes my number 1 spot for fragrances under $50 for the summer. Try this out before you make your own opinion, before you make your opinion on it. This stuff gets a lot of hate. My recommendation, don't listen to the hate, make your own opinion, because this is truly a beautiful fragrance in my opinion. So everyone, let me know what you guys think about my list in the comments below. I want to thank you guys for staying this long. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next video.